While most MVNU students spent this past fall semester walking across campus to classes, Chris Rednauer spent his semester walking to Capitol Hill, where he interned for Speaker of the House, John Boehner.
I was serving in his office as an intern, basically doing intern things such as delivering mail, sorting mail, running deliveries and things like that, running to the supply store.
This might not sound like the most exciting work, but the job did have its perks.
I also got to give tours of the Capitol, which was my favorite part probably. I got to meet a lot of constituents on their way into the office and lead them around the Capitol building, taking them to places that they'll probably never be again, and that I might never be again. And so I got to meet the speaker a few times, and in my studies I also got to learn about what he's doing.
Chris was able to do all this through something called the American Studies program.
I didn't really find out about the American Studies program until one of our students before me went, Megan Morgan, and she came back and she was really excited about it, and Dr. Devine had kind of learned about it through her.
American Studies program, it's a program offered through the CCCU. They run this every year. They take students, come in for classes Monday and Friday. They're in class and they focus on developing a research project or a public policy oriented project. And then Tuesday through Thursday, they work at internships that they've lined up.
We all lived in an apartment complex, so it was like a high-rise, and there were about 8 apartments of 6 people and one classroom on the bottom floor. And so we would like study on Monday and Friday in the classroom, and we would live above the classroom. And then like on Tuesday through Thursday, we were in charge of finding our own internship.
Another thing MVNU professors like about the American Studies program is that it allows students to learn within a Christian context.
DC would be easy to, I guess see too much of the big city, right? But I think they provide a good structure for the program.
Although Chris isn't sure what he wants to do as a career, he says he knows what he learned through his internship will have an impact on his future.
But I know for sure that I want to have a job in politics in the future. And I'm definitely sure that the American Studies program has helped with that. I got to do some hands-on things, and it was more in-depth learning than I could ever get in a classroom. And so from doing that, I realized that it's something that I'm still very passionate about, and even in a real practical setting, it's something that I enjoy doing.
So far, only a few MVNU students have participated in the American Studies program, but other students are encouraged to get involved in programs like this.
There are other versions of ASP. There's one program focusing specifically on journalism, and in the next year, they're going to add on different versions of ASP that don't just focus on public policy, but focus on things like campaigns and public relations.
Students who would like to know more about the American Studies program can contact political science professor Dr. Devine.